Welcome back to another segment of G&D News.
Part 3.
I'm Garrett Bickley,
I'm Deshaun QT.
and today we're going to be letting you know about feminism.
But we're not just going to talk about how feminism is affecting people in 2023. For this segment, we actually took a lot of time. We made a time machine. We're going to travel back to 1899, talk to some of our good friends back there and see how feminism was affecting them back in their day. And who do you want to talk to first?
I think we're going to go talk to Edna Pontellier.
Edna, we go way back. Let's go see what's up with her. Alright, so I just got to the year 1899 and I lost my partner Gary. I think he's getting some food or something, and our guest has to go soon, so I just had to do the interview with myself. So I'm here with
Edna Pontellier,
and what year is it?
1899.
Yep. Time machine worked. So what's feminism like today in your year, 1899?
Well, at first, I was just in a marriage, and I was a mother, and I really wasn't feeling satisfied. So I wanted to branch out and become my own woman. So that's what I did.
And how do you think women should be treated? Like, what rights do you think they should have? Like, what do you think they should be able to do?
They should have all the rights that men have. They should be complete equals, not one above the other.
I'm not gonna lie. Before I came here, I stopped and got a burger, and you guys make a mean burger in 1899.
Yes, they do.
All right, so how do you think women are treated in the future? You think it's equal?
Well, I really hope it's equal.
Oh, wait, you got any sauce?
Oh yeah, here you go.
Thanks, good list. So, how do you think they're treated in the future? Because I know, I just want to see if you know.
Well, I really hope that they're treated better, and everything should be equal.
I mean, not quite there yet, We're still dealing with a couple things, trying to work out the kinks, Definitely gotten better. I mean, the burgers have gotten worse, though, because this is busting. All right, well, thank you for your time today. I feel like we shouldn't come all the way to 1899 just to only interview one person. You got any friends I could interview?
I have a very good friend named Madam Reitz. She helped me a lot along my journey to becoming my own woman.
Could she give me more burgers?
I think she could.
All right, I'm on the way. All right, and now I'm here with...
Mademoiselle Reitz.
Oh, so, madam, I've done a little bit of research on you before I came to the year 1899, and I hear you like to play the piano.
Yeah, I love art in all ways. I'm already a very independent woman on my own, and art is a way that I project that independence.
So, would you consider yourself as a women's activist? Like, how do you view women and what rights they should have in your year?
Well, I may not be an atypical feminist or women's activist in my year. I'm someone who does not like to belittle the duties already placed on women, but I do think independence is very important.
And how do you show your independence? What things do you do that makes you more independent than the woman in your year?
Well, I don't have a man controlling my life. My husband died, and I show that independence, and I help others through art and stuff like that.
All right, so how do you think feminism, women's equality, how do you think it's improved in my year? I'm from 2023.
How am I supposed to know that?
I don't know. Guess.
Oh, I think that it should be better. Still some things to get going, but definitely better.
And, Edna told me you could show me where to get a burger. Is that still happening, or?
I think you already got a burger.
But I want another one.
Well, Mickey D's is pretty good.
All right. Well, thank you, madam. And all right, I guess it's time to go back to 2023.
No, wait. You have one more person to interview. The husband of Edna Pontellier.
The husband.
of Edna Pontellier. His name is Leonce.
Okay, but can you get me a burger?
Fuck you, D.
Alright, and now I'm here with...
Leonce Pointelier.
And you are Edna's husband?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so how do you feel about women's rights?
I feel that women in my day, especially in my household, should be loving mothers, devoted to their children, and devoted to their husbands.
So how do you think do you think Edna listens to you?
No, I don't. I think I'm very dissatisfied with Edna in the way that she treats her children and treats me. She should be at home doing her motherly and wifely duties and not out trying to find herself.
Yo, I don't think she gotta listen to you though, dog. I think you would get canceled if you was in 2023 for real. You deserve to get canceled, you know that?
What's canceled?
Anyways, how do you think women's rights has changed in 2023? That's where I'm from.
Hopefully they're the same, maybe worse.
Bro, are you serious?
Leonce Pointelier, bitch.
All right, Garrett. Well, I mean, while you were out grubbing, I was out interviewing people, and I got some good interviews. Did you happen to hear about any of them?
I heard through the grapevine that a couple interviews was done, so good job, D.
Thanks. I think we hop back in the time machine, go back to 2023, and I think we should see how feminism is the difference between the interviews between how they are in 1899 and what they would be in 2023.
Yeah, for sure. It better be better because I don't really like the rights here.
Yeah, I'm thinking, how could we figure out if women's rights has improved or disimproved? What's a clear thing that men and women both do that we could compare and contrast and interview some people on to see if it's the same?
Well, I mean, there is a lot of controversy in men's and women's sports at the time.
That's very true. Oh, actually rings a bell. I was reading an article, one of the main things between men and women's sports is that there's a huge pay gap, Men get paid millions upon millions. LeBron James is a billionaire and he's still playing in the NBA.
That's crazy.
And no woman ever makes that amount of money being active playing in a sport. I think that's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I was actually hearing one of the main reasons that happens is because men's sports are marketed so well and women's sports are marketed so poorly that no one knows about them, no one goes watches them, and if the company's not getting as many views, not making as much money, can't pay them as much.
Yeah, you go everywhere, you see billboards about men's sports, you see TV commercials, you see everything broadcasted about them and trying to get people to come to the games, but I don't see anything about women's sports.
I mean, women work just as hard, if not harder, than men in some sports, I think they should get the same amount of money. So I think we should go to 2023, talk to maybe some student athletes that we got at our high school in Anacortes. We got the local high school, go over there, talk to some of the student athletes, talk to some of the kids, and I think we should see how they feel about the situation. What do you think?
Sounds like a good idea, D.
Let's go back.
All right.
Action.
All right, I'm here with...
Madison Wakefield.
And you're a student athlete at Anacortes High School?
I am. I play soccer.
Soccer. All right, are you aware of the pay gap between professional women's and men's sports?
I am very well aware of that.
What do you think about that?
I don't think that it is okay. Just because of gender, I don't believe that women and men should have a different pay, and it is not right.
One of the main causes of that is people not marketing women's sports. I go everywhere and I see billboards about UFC fights, basketball games for men's. I don't see anything about that about women's. What do you think we could do to improve marketing for women's sports?
Well, one thing, like you said, take the NBA, for example. There's marketing everywhere. It's being broadcasted on TV. And for women, it just isn't happening for them. And I believe that in place of marketing just for men, instead we can have women and men's sports be marketed. And in a way to do that, instead of just having men, we can split it up evenly between the two, because I believe that a good portion of the reason why men are getting paid more is because of the income that they bring, but it's not fair that the females don't get that marketing example.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your time, Madison.
Of course.
Equality all the way, baby.
G&D News, signing off.
Action.
All right, I'm here with,
Cameron Kerr.
and you're a student athlete at Anacortes High School.
That's right.
What do you play?
I play soccer, basketball, and track.
Okay. So, are you aware of the pay gap between men and women's sports and at the professional level?
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah. You know, a big reason for that is because men and women, their marketing isn't the same. I go around and I see men's basketball, UFC fights everywhere. I don't see anything about women's. What do you think about that?
I definitely think it's unfair because women put in just the same, if not more, amount of work into their sports, and I think that they should get the same amount of credit as men do.
Do you think that at the high school level, do you think women's sports are looked at by the high school and their students as equal to the men's sports?
No. Even just seeing the student sections, the difference between boys and girls games, it's definitely different.
Yeah. What do you think we could do to change that at the high school level or the professional level?
High school level, I think just promoting more, maybe even on the Rock, because I know there's a lot of, they promote the boys games a lot, but not very many girls games. So I definitely think that could be an idea for the high school level.
That's actually a really good idea.
Yep. All right, well, thank you, Cameron.
You're welcome.
All right, equality all the way, baby.
Action.
All right, I'm here with,
Ainsley.
and
Micah.
you guys are student athletes at Anacortes High School, right?
Yeah.
What sports do you play?
Lacrosse.
Lacrosse. What sport do you play?
Swim.
Swim. All right. Are you guys aware of the pay gap between men and women's sports at the professional level?
Holy shit, there's a pay gap?
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's fucked up.
It's a crazy
That's
It's a crazy pay gap. So basically
Like a few dollars?
a few million, billion.
Wow.
Yeah, so one of the reasons for that actually is because women's sports are not marketed nearly as well as men's sports. I go everywhere and I see, oh, Damian Lillard just dropped 71 points. I see,
For
you know who Damian Lillard
sure.
is? Anyways, we see UFC fights for men, everything. I don't see any of that for women, and that's a big reason on why people aren't watching it as much and why women aren't making as much money in sports. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I feel like you mansplained that to us. But maybe it's bad.
It's pretty bad. What do you guys think we can do to fix it?
The women should probably get faster a little bit. Maybe we should pay them equal amounts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
is your lock
No.
more media representation?
What do you think we could how do you think we could change the marketing for women's sports to get them more money? Because right now people are saying that
That would be helpful. Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
skimpier the outfits are, the more people that'll watch, and that's probably good.
because
More viewers equals more money.
Yeah, right
So
now,
true.
the WNBA, it's not. People aren't watching it as much as the NBA, so they don't have as
Yeah,
much
if
money.
they were wearing
if they don't
bikinis.
make the shorts shorter a little. Yeah.
Or just lose them.
Strapless jerseys.
Oh my
All right,
God.
well,
Oh
thank
wait,
you.
no. You photograph for sports, right? Yeah, you do. Let's go.
Yep, on the spot interview. Oh my gosh, get it. All right, Seraphine, what do you think about the pay gap between men and women's sports?
I feel like I don't really know.
You don't really know?
I don't really know.
This is a problem. People need
As,
to
as
get
someone who
educated.
photographs sports, would you say that there's a huge difference, or would you say?
Oh, yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah?
There's a big difference.
So what do you think we could do to improve upon what do you think we as a society could do to improve on the pay gap between men and women's sports and just equality between men and women's sports in general?
I mean, maybe more viewers,
Yeah.
get some more
Yeah, we need
more
better marketing.
skills
So
and marketing, yeah, social media wise.
That's exactly our idea.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.